Undercover Growth. Today we bring you a timeless tale, one of profound wisdom, transformation, and inner peace. It's a story that has inspired millions across the world. This is the story of Gautam Buddha, a man who gave up everything in search of true happiness and enlightenment. Imagine a life of luxury, comfort, and power. Gautam Buddha was born into a royal family, a life most of us could only dream of. But little did he know that everything around him would soon change. This is the story of how a prince became a symbol of peace and how his journey of self-discovery can inspire our own. As a young prince named Siddhartha, he had everything one could ever ask for. Beautiful palaces, delicious food, fine clothes, and endless entertainment. But despite all these pleasures, he felt a deep sense of emptiness inside. He wondered, is this all there is to life? Is this true happiness? He was shielded from the harsh realities of the world, living in a bubble of comfort. But his heart longed for something more, something deeper. One day, he decided to step outside the palace walls, and what he saw changed his life forever. He encountered an old man with wrinkles, a sick man with a painful illness, and a dead body lying in the streets. And then, he met a wandering ascetic, someone who had given up everything to search for peace. For the first time, he saw the reality of life, the suffering, the aging, and the death that awaited everyone. It shook him to his core. He realized that no matter how much wealth or luxury he had, these inevitable truths would come for him too. Determined to find the answers to the deepest questions of life, Siddhartha made a bold decision. He left the comforts of his palace, his family, and his crown behind. He chose a life of uncertainty in search of a truth that would free him from suffering. Siddhartha journeyed for years, meeting various teachers and trying different paths. He even practiced extreme asceticism, depriving himself of food, water, and comfort in hopes of finding enlightenment. But after years of struggling, he realized something important. He understood that enlightenment wasn't about punishing the body, nor was it about indulgence. True wisdom, true happiness, could not be found by going to extremes. It was found in balance, a middle way between indulgence and denial. One day, while sitting under the Bodhi tree, Siddhartha made a vow to stay there until he found the answers he was looking for. Days passed, and the forces of temptation tried to distract him, dark thoughts, desires, and fears. But Siddhartha remained unwavering. And then, in a moment of deep meditation, Siddhartha experienced a profound shift. The answers he sought, the nature of suffering, the cause of suffering, and the path to liberation became clear to him. He became the Buddha, the awakened one. With his newfound wisdom, the Buddha began sharing his teachings with the world. He spoke of the Four Noble Truths. Life is suffering. The cause of suffering is attachment and desire. It is possible to end suffering. The way to end suffering is through the Eightfold Path, a guide to right living, right thinking, and right action. The Buddha taught that true peace comes not from outside, but from within. Through mindfulness, meditation, and ethical living, we can overcome our desires and attachments, and ultimately, find liberation from suffering. The Buddha spent the rest of his life spreading these teachings, not as a king, but as a humble guide for those seeking inner peace. His message transcended time, and today his teachings continue to inspire millions of people around the world. So, what can we learn from the story of Gautam Buddha? It's simple. True happiness does not come from external possessions or power. It comes from within, from cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Life is full of challenges and suffering, but we have the power to change our relationship with it. The path to peace is not about escaping life, but understanding it deeply and living with mindfulness. Like the Buddha, we all have the potential to awaken to a deeper truth, to transform our suffering, and to live in harmony with ourselves and the world. It's a journey that requires patience, dedication, and inner strength. And it starts with a single step, the decision to seek the truth, no matter where it leads. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, the path to growth and enlightenment begins with a single thought, a single choice. Keep searching for your inner peace. Until next time, stay inspired and keep growing.